Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Heini. I'm Heini and today I want to share a little tip for shoulder stand pose with you. I know it can be a challenging pose, so this is a little thing that you can use to maybe get started with your shoulder stand, or maybe you want to advance, take your shoulder stand to the next level. So let's get started, let's see what we find. Today we're going to use the wall as our prop, as our helping tool for improving our shoulder stand practice. So just make sure you have some kind of wall where you can put your feet onto, you can lean onto it. Or if you don't have a wall, you might be able to use a couch or some kind of other big furniture for this. Just make sure it's really steady because we are going to lean our legs, quite a lot of weight onto it. And we're going to come lie down next to the wall so that your pelvis is touching or almost touching the wall, and then we just lift our legs up onto the wall. And this is actually a variation for a shoulder stand already. So if you're ever looking for a bit more kind of more gentle, a bit more maybe easier way to be in a shoulder stand to get similar benefits, this could be it, legs up the wall. But the actual tip that I wanted to share with you is to first bring feet onto the wall. So think about like a bridge pose, like you're going into bridge, but now your feet are on the wall. And then from here, arms somewhere next to the sides. You can also press down through your arms onto the mat. Start to lift your pelvis off the floor so that you're pressing your feet onto the wall, and then you might walk your feet higher up as you lift the pelvis higher up. And here, walk your shoulder blades closer together so you're creating that platform between the shoulders and the upper back for the weight. You don't want to push the weight onto your neck. And always make sure you're not turning your head in shoulder stand. And just see how it feels to be here. You're already in a shoulder stand. And maybe next step, try bringing your hands onto your back and maybe walk the elbows even slightly closer together so you could support your back with your hands. And this could be a great place to stay. You don't have to go any further. And then they could come back down. If you start to feel tired, just release the pose. Come back to that legs up the wall pose. Give yourself a bit of a rest there. But then if you want to go further in that shoulder stand, we'll do that same again. We're going to step feet onto the wall and press the feet onto the wall. Lift the pelvis up. Maybe we need to walk the feet a bit higher up to create space for the pelvis to come up. And then walk shoulder blades a bit closer together. Bring hands onto the back. So this is where we came earlier. Now the next step would be to lift one leg up into the air. So lift the foot off the wall and reach the foot up to the ceiling, up to the sky. And really try to keep the leg active. It's trying to lift you up. And then bring that foot back onto the wall. And we'll do the same with the other leg. So now reach the other leg, the other foot, up to the ceiling, up to the air. And again, try to keep the leg really active. So you're almost trying to hang yourself from the ceiling through that leg. And then again, bring that foot down onto the wall. Again, maybe that's where you want to end your practice today, or the last step for today's practice would be to get both feet off the wall, and we'll do that one leg at a time. So lift one foot up to the ceiling, so take the foot off the wall, and then really stabilize your arms so you're supporting your back with your hands, and then take the other leg off the wall. And there we are in a full shoulder stand, reaching the feet, reaching the legs up. Then there might be space to extend the hips more, but again, make sure you're not pushing the weight onto the neck. We'll stay on the shoulders, the upper back, on the arms.
And to come down, put one foot back to the wall. Then put the other foot back to the wall and slowly release down. And bring the pelvis all the way down and maybe take a bit of a rest there. Legs up the wall. Maybe bring arms overhead. Let the armpits open up towards the ceiling. Let your breathing calm down. And you can stay there as long as you want, or when you feel ready, just roll yourself onto one side off the wall. And that's our shoulder stand practice today. So a little tip, using the wall to get up, because sometimes the challenge is in getting the pelvis off the mat, off the floor when we lift up into shoulder stand. So the wall is a really good prop, is a really good tool, getting the pelvis up and starting to build the strength that we need to lift up and stay in shoulder stand. It's a very strong kind of full body pose, and using the wall also, I think, highlights how important using the strength in the legs is in that pose. It's not just pushing yourself off the mat with your upper body. There's a lot of strength and that kind of lifting up, that suction up we can use through the legs when we are in a shoulder stand. I hope that tip helps you and maybe helps you progress or get started with your shoulder stand practice. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And remember to always listen to your body. Shoulder stand is not a pose for everyone. Not everybody enjoys shoulder stand, so don't force yourself into it if it doesn't feel good. But I hope this tip helps you, and as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and like I said, leave a comment below, and also subscribe to the channel. I'll publish much more yoga related videos, tips, practices, everything yoga related. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be immediately notified of the new video that I publish. Happy moving, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.